What do you think about cryptocurrency? Do you think a cryptocurrency like Bitcoin will become a major payment system in the future? Uh Man, this is hard. I feel like I've been hearing about cryptocurrency for a long time now, like longer than the kind of original conversation would have had you believe it was going to take to become relevant. I shouldn't say relevant. I mean, it is relevant. But I guess what I'm saying is the hype around Bitcoin when it first came on the scene was like, this is going to change everything. And maybe it still will. But it's like a lot of things, right? It's like the electric car. It's like the smartphone. I mean, it takes time. It takes time to become the standard. And in this particular case, this is an area where disruption and development is particularly slow in the financial sector. Like there's a handful of people get, it's very traditional. But yeah, Will's showcasing a tweet right now. Many people don't remember the Bitcoin pizza. This was a pizza delivery in May of 2010 in which a pizza was bought for 10,000 Bitcoins. And this Twitter account just updates you on what those 10,000 Bitcoins are worth today. And I guess that pizza guy is rich. I don't know how that works. But anyway, there was a pizza purchased for 10,000 Bitcoin in 2010, which it wasn't worth very much at that point in time. Today, that Bitcoin pizza would be worth about 80 million bucks. So this is a fun way to track the price, the cost of Bitcoin at any given moment in relationship to that original pizza. This is not my area of expertise. It seems like a cool thing. The idea of this sort of peer-based currency with no intermediary, with where you don't the financial institution not being in control, peer-to-peer financing transactions. Very cool. It looks like it's down right now in the latest charts. It seems to swing a lot based on a number of factors. It's down a bit right now, but it's up as of Monday. It took a big jump from about $7,800 to close to 9,000. Mm-hmm. It swings a lot, and that's part of the issue, right? As far as it becoming the de facto exchange medium, transactional medium of the internet. There was some headway being made for a while. If you recall, Steam was actually transacting in Bitcoin. Mm-hmm. I believe they removed the ability to do so because of the volatility of the currency.
Fluctuated so much.
It was too difficult to manage because by the time the transaction would take place in some cases, the transactional amount would no longer be equivalent to the item with which was being purchased. It creates an accounting nightmare and all kinds of other problems. So it still has limited usage from a commercial perspective, even as of today. And in the meantime, other more modern payment companies have emerged. You hear a lot about the Cash App and Square, Jack Dorsey's company, founder of Twitter, Apple Pay, Google Pay, all these other ways of transacting in a more modern sense. Now, of course, the Apple Card as well. Of course, these still all relying on the backbone of the traditional financial institutions. Bit boring in that sense, but certainly they're looking to modernize as well. They don't want to let Bitcoin take over because there's less money in that for them. So they're going to be up against it still. I've heard, for example, that some of the uncertainty with the trade dispute between U.S. and China has led to could potentially be responsible for this increase in value as Chinese citizens potentially move some of their domestic currency into Bitcoin. Bitcoin has over the past little while, I guess, acted as this place to hold some sort of value, which isn't tied to a particular financial institution. But then on the flip side, you had the biggest Canadian exchange. I don't know if you saw this news story where like millions of dollars just went missing. I almost transacted with these guys as well once upon a time. You can find it. Bitcoin Canada Exchange. Go to news. Click on news because I should just update on this real quick. Crippling exchanges, CoinDesk, not Cryptopia. You're going to have to type in crash or something like this. Canadian Bitcoin Exchange. Might be tough to find. It's a bit of an older. 250 million missing. Where's the money? There it is. February 5th. 250 million missing after CEO dies suddenly. What a crazy story. So this company, Quadriga CX, I was actually considering transacting with them at one point in time. And Gerald Cotton, a 30-year-old Nova Scotia resident, and the CEO of that company was traveling in India on December 9th when he died suddenly. Oh, man, conspiracy theories. He's dead in India. Is he dead, though? I'm not going to go into it. That's not the purpose of this show. But anyway, he dies and then 250 mil goes missing. You see that, Will? But he also died in India. So anyhow, wild story. And it goes to show you that in some cases, man, can you imagine you had like 10 million in there? 5 million? I mean, I guess you're not supposed to really you're not supposed to have all your eggs in one basket. You're supposed to like be distributed, but holy moly, 250 million goes missing. And this isn't the only story. I mean, the Mt. Gox stuff prior to that. So it's kind of like the best thing about Bitcoin is the worst thing about Bitcoin, right? The fact that it's like cash online, amazing. That's cool. But then also the fact that it's like cash, in which case, if you got a lot of it, where are you going to put it all, Will? Under the floorboards, under the mattress? Let me tell you, Will, 10 million, what are you doing? You're going to be a target, guy like you. And Otis ain't going to protect it.
No.
He can't do much. He's a small guy. You know, he can only do what he can do.
Yeah, he'll try.
That's the thing about it, is as long as you know he's got your back, and he's going to go down with a fight. Even if it ain't much of a fight, like, that's got to be warm and fuzzy for you to know he's going to stick up for you.
Yeah.
So you guys are tight still. Way to
Good
go,
point.
Otis. Anyhow, what's the next question? Well, what did I answer the question? Do I think it'll become a major payment system in the future? Bitcoin specifically, I can't say, but yes, a cryptocurrency will eventually figure all this stuff out. Coinbase and some startup, somebody in San Francisco is going to figure this out. It will become a thing. Yes, I agree. But I don't know that it's going to be Bitcoin specifically. It's probably some next version.